All right, guys. So we're working on this pre-2015 GMC Canyon SLT. And actually right now we just finished doing the installation of the low beams, which are the H11s, and the fog lights, which are we used the 5202s in there. I'm gonna show you how they look real quick. Can you get to them on, please? That's gonna be your fog lights. And then the low beams, that'll be your headlights, okay? So just real quick, a review just to let you know how to do this installation. This vehicle is not that difficult to work with. All it takes is just some time, but let's get started, okay? So the first thing you're gonna be doing to this is that you're gonna be removing two push clips, okay? It'll be 1 and 2, okay? You use a small flathead screwdriver or a trim clip remover and it'll pop out real easy. Then you got Torx T15, okay? To remove this one screw here. Make sure you don't drop it. And then this whole panel just comes off, okay? So you can just lift this real easy. This will come out, it's just like rubber. Take this off, and then pretty much you see this cable here is for the, I believe it's the radiator overflow. Yes, it is. Pretty much, it's just attached. It's just a cable attached to a plastic panel. So you can literally, you don't have to touch this at all. You just pull the whole thing back and it'll allow you to reach behind here, which you'll find your headlight cover. So on this side, I'm not gonna take it off because we already finished this. So I'm gonna show you on the other side, okay? So that same little plastic cover that should be going here, that's missing on this vehicle, this is how you're gonna look once you remove it, okay? You're pretty much, let's say you had that coolant overflow thing right here. If you were to pull it back, you should have like something like this similar, except for all these cables here. And then your cap is right here, okay? That's your actual cap. Let's see if I can get that in there. Okay, so just like anything, this will be counterclockwise to remove and clockwise to put back in place. So once you do that, once you remove this, pretty much all you're gonna do, we use the LS H11s for this vehicle. These come with the external driver. So for this, what we have to do is actually put the whole driver inside. First connect the bulb, test it, make sure it turns on. And then after that, don't lock the bulb in place yet. Make sure you first put in the driver and the plug. Once it's all tucked in, make sure you take your time, tuck it in nice. You should have plenty of space to put in the bulb, lock it in place, put your cap back on, and you'll be done, okay? So another thing I wanna show you is that on these new models that we make of the LS, and maybe if you got the LA Plus, is that they have a 360-degree adjustable base. So one way you want to see if you got it correct, you can see here how we have two different light sources coming out. That's pretty much one chip here, one chip over here. So that's when we say 9 and 3 o'clock position. And pretty much if you were to look at the wall, see right now, got the, too much light. Let me turn off the light real quick. Okay, so there you go. So you're gonna see right here how you got your cutoff line. That's what you want to see, okay? You want to make sure you have that cutoff line. If you see anything different than this, you see it's all off or it's like missing or something, then you know you have it wrong. Make sure a good source, because these are projectors, it's difficult to see the bulb. If it was a reflector style, you can actually see the stock, like your high beam right here. You can actually see the bulb right there. So in these cases, you can see where the chips will be facing left and right, but since you have a projector, you can't really see that. So you're gonna go off of these two light sources you see in here, okay? That represents one chip on the left, one chip on the right. So as you can see, that's what you wanna have. And you should have the same on the other side as well. See, one reflection here, so you know you got it correct. And that's all it is. You're gonna be doing the same thing for both sides. Another thing too, we did the fog lights in this vehicle. This is very simple to do. All you're gonna be doing is going through the back of the wheel well, and you're gonna be removing 2 screws down here and 2 screws right there, okay? That will make your life easy because then you can just pull the panel. It's very soft, very easy to move. And just pull it back and you'll have all that space to work with. The bulb is gonna be right there. It's a 5202. All you're gonna do is clip it and then pull it out. And you're gonna insert the new one the same way. And just connect it, test it, make sure it lights up before you clip it in, because it is a little bit of a tight fit once you try to put it in. Other than that, once you test it and it looks everything's working fine, then just make sure you put everything in, make sure it clips all the way in. You wanna make sure it sits in flush. Let's see if you can actually see it here real quick without blinding you. Cool. All right, so you can see right here, there's a white ring, which is the plastic ring for our bulb. Make sure it sits flush, okay? Because if you see any gaps in between it, like noticeable gaps, then you know the bulb will be like kind of like pointing up, down, left, or right. So make sure it's flush and it's sitting straight, okay? And you'll be good. On this vehicle, you can see the chips are facing up and down. That's how this works. As you can see, even the reflector is designed to work that way. So don't think like, oh, I have it up and down, it's wrong. No, that's how it goes, that's how it works. So, but at that point, you'll be doing the same thing on the driver's side. And this is a real quick project you can do yourself, maybe less than an hour for low beams, high beams, and fog lights if you replace all three. For this vehicle, we only did the lows and fogs because they didn't want the high beams. But if you did this, it's very easy, okay? So, other than that, guys, if you have any questions, concerns, feel free to let us know, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you for watching.